Hey, what's up all my kaijus out there? This is Nick, the Famicom Raider, and today we are going to be checking out some more Lost Classics. Now we're still in the NES category, so let's check these games out. Okay, Rekka. Rekka is an awesome shooter. It is a very good shooter. It's one of the best shooters out there, in my opinion. Besides, of course, Cotton and Magical Chase. This is up there with it, though. So, what is Rekka? Okay, so what is Rekka? Rekka pulls off some amazing graphical effects that really show the NES was capable of. Rekka was a game made specifically for a contest that was held in the summer of 1992. People liked the game so much that decided to make a very small production run of the game on the Famicom only. Fortunately, the game can now be played on your NES. So this is a game that was made with a short run life, and it's very rare, very hard to find Famicom game, but you guys can pick it up right here for 35 bucks and play it on your NESs. And it's worth it. It's a great game. You should check it out. Okay, next game, Riken Kunio. Riken Kunio is a 4-player simultaneous fighting game done in the same distinctive artistic style as River City Ransom. The game features a story mode as well, an awesome game that has been fully translated to English. Okay, so this is a Famicom game. Think about Super Smash Brothers before Super Smash Brothers, and throw in River City Ransom characters. That's what this is. It's a 4-player fight, so it's either so it's pretty cool looking. I like the art style. River City Ransom is a really awesome game. So that's cool. It's another Famicom game that never came out in the States. That's really good. I'm glad to see they translated it and ported it to the NES. So here we go. This game. This is one of the main reasons why I'm preaching so much about this website and what these guys do. Because not only are their prices decent and good, you get a box and a manual for this price, but they bring great games like this. Like RoboCop vs. Terminator had to be one of my favorite games on the Genesis and Super Nintendo. But I bet you didn't know that they made a copy for the NES. But it got canceled for whatever reason. And they finished it, but it was canceled. So what they did was they took this finished game that they found like the code for and everything, and they started making ROMs for it after they got the licensing. So these guys are able to sell this game. So this is the only way you'll ever have RoboCop vs. Terminator on the NES. It would have been great if they would have released it. I think this would be another great NES classic that would be highly sought after by collectors if it was ever released originally. But now you can pick it up as a repro, which is still awesome, still worth it. Samurai Pizza Cats. Now I remember this anime. This anime was fun, cutesy. The little cat characters were awesome. It was great. So this game was a Famicom game. The game had been translated to English and was fully playable on US Nintendo consoles as well as most clone systems. Okay, so this game was a Famicom game, right? Never came out in the US. So what they did was they translated it and ported it over, and it'll work on any US console as well as most of the clone consoles like the Retron 5. It'll work on definitely, for sure. But now, you get to play Samurai Pizza Cats with English, and let me tell you, the anime was awesome, so the game is pretty awesome too. Very worth trying out and checking out, guys. Secret Ties. Secret Ties was a game that was written by the author of Go-Go 13. Secret Ties was a Master Thief Sugar tie-in game that never saw the light of day on any system. It was never released on Famicom, on NES, anything. Okay, it was completely shut out as a prototype. So Secret Ties is one of those rare prototypes that was completely finished and an awesome game to boot. So this game is completely done, translated in English, and you get to try it out and own it for the low price of $35. Now remember, this is the actual game. So if you like the Go-Go 13 anime series and the Go-Go 13 game for the NES, you will like this. I'm looking at you, Pat. I'm not sure if you played this yet, but this is your game, Pat. Now this game is very special. This is Splatterhouse SD. Now this game was released on the Super Famicom, but for those of you that weren't able to get a copy for the Super Famicom, this game was a cutesy kind of slash gory version of Splatterhouse that was released for Nintendo. Now the Sega Genesis and the TurboGrafx 16 had the original Splatterhouse, which was a gore fest. It was awesome, and this one's pretty fun too. Pretty awesome little game. Here's some screenshots of it down here. As you see, you start the game being risen from the dead. Fucking awesome. First level takes place in a cemetery, and you got this little fucking vampire guy that dances around and causes crazy shit to happen, shit flying at you. Pretty awesome game. It's like a chibi version of Splatterhouse. That's basically as well as I can describe it. But this game was a Famicom only game. It's a pretty rare game. This game is pretty rare, pretty hard to find game. If you're able to find it like me, it'll cost you a pretty penny. So another way around that is having a fully translated version in English right here for 35 bucks. Awesome game, guys. I'll be doing a video of this game really soon, so stay tuned for that. But it's a very good game. It's worth checking out. Alright, Squashed. An entry in the Ninja Jaja Maru series. Squash features awesome graphics and challenging gameplay. So this is another Famicom that never came out to the States. And so it's been translated and brought over. It looks cool. I like this art style. This looks really nice. I bet it plays good too. There's no video, but I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here in this one. This looks like another worth buy here. Like already, I could spend $1,000 at this store. Easy. Okay, for you guys to know, it's not STD. It's STED. Okay. Starfield of Memory of Memorable Relics is a sci-fi RPG that originally came out on the Famicom in Japan, while taking heavy cues from the Phantasy Star series. So here's another Famicom game that came out and was never released in the US. It's got great box art. Level design seems pretty decent. There's nice little animation scenes here, so you can talk to people, you have items, ESP, you can search, there's a data screen. So it looks like a really good adventure game. This kind of like, yeah, it is. It's a lot like the Phantasy Star type series, or the Shin Megami Tensei, where it's like first person view in the battle system. And there's an overworld map. So this looks pretty cool. I don't have time for the video, guys, so if you want to check out this video, come to the website and check it out. Let's see, next video. Next game. Sunman. 92. And guess what it's made by? Sunsoft. Superman clone. That's what this looks like. Or it might be the villain from Superman. So let's see. What is this? Sunman started as a licensed Superman game. So it was a Superman game. The game was completed when the developer lost the Superman license. To salvage the game, Superman was replaced by Sunman. For unknown reason, the game was then cancelled, and Sunman never saw the light of day until now. So this is cool. This is actually a Superman game. They lost the license, they had to change the character, so they changed the outfit from blue to red, and they called him Sunman instead of Superman. So if you're like a comic book hero and you want a piece of, I guess, you know, comic book history, because comic book based games are based on comic book history, this is a good one to get. This is one that, you know, never happens, and you will have it. So you get to see what the could have been the best Superman game on the NES look like, basically. That's why I said I love this company, because they bring all this great stuff out. that you would never seen anywhere else in your life. But it's just sitting there, wasting. Okay, Super Mario Bros. 2. Now this is the original Japanese release of Super Mario Bros. 2. So basically it's just Super Mario Bros. With a whole lot of more levels. Now you can play this if you have the Mario All-Stars. It's in Mario All-Stars if you want to play that also. But here you go, if you want the single cart by itself, you can have this, or you can just go and get the Famicom version. I mean, the menus are in English anyway, so. Alright, Super Monkey Adventure. Let's see, what is this? There you go, Super Monkey Adventure. It looks okay. This scene right here looks like a monkey walking around Finn from Finn and Jake. Doesn't it look like Finn with that goofy little hat on? I know it's a king with a crown, but it kind of looks like Finn to me. And then this right here reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. You got a monkey on a cloud with a stick. Saiyan on a cloud with a stick? Just saying. Alright, so we're not going to read the story. You can come and check it out if you want to. It's an RPG from the Famicom. So it says here, we have also made available a completion of Game Center's CX segments, which features Super Monkey Adventures being played through in its native Japanese, which can be seen for free below. Okay, so that's just that video. So this is another Famicom port. Alright, Sweet Home. Wow, that looks trippy. The door. Okay, that makes no sense. What is this? My personal favorite RPG on the NES. Sweet Home is a movie tie-in game for the Japanese movie of the same name. Some call Sweet Home the birth of survival horror, the inspiration for Resident Evil. We call it fantastic. Permanent death, unique character abilities, and a terrifying atmosphere add up to make Sweet Home one of the best games on the Famicom. So this is another Famicom port, and they're saying it's the inspiration for Resident Evil. That intrigues me. That makes me really interested in this game, especially that you die, like permadeath. That is awesome. This is one of the first games with permadeath in it. Sweet Home, guys. Check it out. It's all translated in English, so it's fully playable in America. Alright, next game. Guardian Legend Secret Edition. Check out these screenshots here. Wow, that looks kind of drab. Now that looks kind of cool. That creature, freaking eyes and teeth. That would be cool if you were like a kid seeing that for the first time. Alright, so this looks like adventure, shooter, walker game. Okay. The cult classic for the NES receives a whole new challenge. The Guardian Legends Secret Edition was created for those who have mastered the original and desired to take on a more intense revision of the game. So basically this is a game that was already released and it's a fan-made game. They increase the difficulty, add more puzzles, labyrinths, and shooter stages, and final boss fights. That's pretty cool. I've never played the original version. Alright, Time Driven Eon Man by Taito. This is a Taito game. Okay, we all know I love Taito. Anything Taito, so very interested. It kind of looks like if Taito made like a Mega Man game. That's what it looks like to me. If Taito made Mega Man, this is what it would look like. Let's see what it's about. Time Driven Eon Man is without a doubt one of the best playing and most visually impressive games on the NES. Okay, that's been said about a lot of things. It went undiscovered until a fully complete prototype was found. So this was another game that was never released by Taito. A shame. Shame this was never released. So this has no original copy. These never released games have no original copies. So if you have this repro, you have like the copy of the game. So would that make it the original copy then? Would it still be considered a collectible? That's the question to ask. Transformers. Okay. Yeah. If you haven't seen the Angry Video Game Nerd's review of Transformers, check it out. YouTube it, Angry Video Game Nerd Transformers. He plays this. This is the Famicom version of Transformers. This game is hard as shit, and it's just really... Watch this review. Next game. Outlands. Zelda Outlands. Now this game is a fan-made game of the Zelda series. It has new characters, maps, enemies, all that good shit. Usually this is retailing for about 60 bucks. eBay and a bunch of stores I've seen, so 35 bucks is a decent price for it. Alright guys, so that ends it for the NES collection. Tell me what you thought of this in the comments. Which games are you guys interested in more? And stay tuned, because we're going to be going on to Super Nintendo next. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you kaijus in the next video.